Hey, what's up, everybody? We got
Hey,
Dave
everybody.
Matthias here hanging out.
Episode 44 of the BlabberMalt Show.
Yikes, 44, man. We're catching up on a year soon.
I know, yeah.
We were just talking about it today, what that looks like.
Yeah, we're going to do something special, I think.
I hope so.
So before we get too far into this, like, subscribe, share the video, comment, email us at blabbermalt@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the places.
Anywhere you can find a podcast, that's where we're
Yeah,
at.
that's where we're at. So, this is an exciting episode because we're here for an exciting event and we're at a great venue.
Yeah, man, when you think about Cleveland breweries, what do you think about? Cleveland
Great
area
Lakes,
breweries.
Avon Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah. Fatheads.
Fatheads. I'll give you a hint. Right here.
Yeah, we're hanging out at Fatheads tonight, everybody. We're here for the Cleveland Brewery Passport pre-launch party.
Yeah.
And we're drinking some beers.
Drinking some beers.
Really having some good conversation with all of our fellow brewers and all of their people. And we're
We
here.
got our friend Alex here.
And Alex here.
So, gonna
So,
tell us about the passport.
yeah, Alex,
and all
what's going
that
on,
stuff?
man?
Well, we're just here representing Destination Cleveland, operators of the Cleveland Brewery Passport, bringing 43 breweries together in 2024 to promote the local brewery scene. That's all.
That's exciting. I'm going to ask you more questions today about what that looks like, what we're doing here today when we are here at Fatheads, what that all looks like for everybody. And from that mindset, I love what the Passport has done for our brewery, and I know I'm going to talk about that in a moment, but first, what are you drinking, man? We're at Fatheads, so they're about beer, man. What are you drinking?
Well, when I found out I was going to be on a podcast, I switched to a session IPA so I would be coherent enough to engage with y'all here. So that's what I've got going on.
Very nice. I am having their Christmas Haze,
Yeah.
which is it's
Not
really good.
a session.
Not a session. It's
Yeah.
actually like an Avon style beer. It's pretty high octane. I think 9%. It's really good. Of course, Matt does a great job. What are you drinking on,
I got
Dave?
the Reagan's Comment, the experimental IPA.
Nice.
Very good. Piney, earthy, good stuff.
Cool. Hey, before we get into all the kind of the podcast and ask some questions to Alex, did you have a good weekend, man? What's going on? How was
Yeah, kept it low key. We had that snowstorm blow in on Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
We were going to hit the IX Center and go to the boat show. The weather was a little sketchy, so we just stayed in, me and the wife drinking beer. And I did some work on our summertime playlist,
nice.
taking some lame songs out, put some good jams in. And
Hey, you gotta do the work in the winter to enjoy it in
got
the
to
summer.
put in the work to enjoy the summer. Yeah.
That's all that we did, man. This weather was kind of crazy this weekend, right?
Right.
I'm talking about Friday night was just brutal, especially at the brewery. But Saturday was okay. Sunday was fun. A lot of football this weekend.
Sure
watching
was,
football
yeah.
on TV and having a couple beers and watching the games with the kids. Had a really nice time. Alex, do you have anything fun going on this weekend?
Sure, spent a little time getting ready for one of the most unique Cleveland events, Cleveland Karentivanja, which is the only Slovenian Mardi Gras on this side of the Atlantic. So for the past 2 years, this will be the third year, I've been invited to be one of the current monsters in the parade. So love that, big furry sheep monster scaring away winter. And look out February 10th for Cleveland Karentivanja.
That's pretty cool, man.
That sounds like a fun thing to do.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really neat. So, Dave, did you get a chance to think about, I know you're still working on your brew house.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of parts in. I have all the valves and connectors to modify the pots. Now I just have to summon the cojones to start drilling in the stainless steel. There's no turning back.
No
Once you
turning
do
back
that,
from
so-
there, man. So,
I got some steel punches and everything, stainless steel coil to go in the Herm system. It's going to be, I'm going to probably get into that Friday, Saturday, and get that plumbed in.
Nice.
Then we'll do a water test, check for leaks.
it's getting close.
It's getting close, yeah.
Yeah, so, at Avon Brewing Company, what we got going on, we talked about it last week. We're brewing that Ohana Nui.
Right.
A strong Ohana, definitely an Avon style of beer. It's a 9% Ohana.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. We talked about having 2 of our New Zealands coming out the Waiheke War Dance and Tahiki Tika.
Yeah.
So 2 new sessions, kind of 6.5%.
Yeah.
Hazy's coming out. And the beer dinner we talked about last week is really on the horizon. Look for that pretty soon. We're going to be doing a beer dinner with Brian. He's going to do a Mardi Gras themed food style. We're going to pair those beers and really just have a great time together. What's going on? So really kind of want to turn it over to Alex now and ask some questions, bud. What's going on with the Passport? And tell us about what you talked about with the brewers, what it looks like in 2023, and then what it looks like in 2024.
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks for the platform to talk about the Passport. So Cleveland Brewery Passport's been running for about 5 years now. It's a tool that we use, Destination Cleveland, which is our convention and visitors bureau, to promote the hospitality industry, and particularly the brewing industry. So in 2023, we had 42 breweries on the Passport. About 4,300 people participated, made at least one check-in, and 180 people visited all 42 breweries. So tonight at this event, we're going to draw the grand prize winner from those 180 completers. The completers every year get a pin. This is the one for 2024, so a very prestigious award here. And they also get the opportunity to be drawn for the grand prize, which are gift cards to all of the participating breweries and a bunch of Destination Cleveland swag. So we'll draw that here shortly. We're going to do the same thing in 24. In 24, we've got 43 participating breweries. We're adding Pompatus out in Geauga County, Midnight Owl in Shaker Heights, and the Tricky Tortoise, which is replacing the old Willoughby Brewing Company up in Lake County. They'll be open around St. Patrick's Day. So they're not quite ready for opening day of the Passport, but they'll be a participant this year. So 43 breweries to peruse across the greater Cleveland area. And what Destination Cleveland does is bring all those brewers together, bring all those beer drinkers together, and give out prizes and incentives for visiting multiple of those breweries. So as you work through the program, it's a mobile website. You sign up, track it through your phone or your other mobile devices. And so as you visit those breweries, you collect points, which you can redeem with us for prizes. So we've got t-shirts and hats and those sorts of things. New prizes for 2024 are a credit card shaped bottle opener, pretty cool entry-level prize. We've got a new t-shirt for 2024, and we've got a new pint glass for 2024. And we'll continue to get rid of some of the old stuff as well if you're a new participant to the program. So pretty good stuff. All free to participate. You know, we do this with dues from the breweries as well as some input from Destination Cleveland, just, again, to grow the hospitality and the brewery industry around greater Cleveland. What else about the Passport? What do you enjoy about it at Avon?
So, what I enjoy about it is literally such an immense conversation, right? So when the Passport first started, Rob came to me and said, hey, listen, we want to go as far west as Avon and add you into this Passport. It's going to be this, this, and this. And, you know, I know it's a little bit expensive to be a part of Destination Cleveland. You're already part of Lorain County conglomerates. What does it look like to be part of Cleveland? I know it's going to be a big deal. I caught his vision, saw his vision, and we had the books when it first started, right? The old school stamps.
Yeah, the paper books.
I will tell you, we're going to walk around a little bit to talk to other breweries. I attribute over $100,000+ worth of business to the Passport over the course of time. That seems like a lot, but I promise you, when you mention the numbers that you do, people are coming out en masse and really being a part of the community in a way that allows them to get a stamp, really have something to look forward to at the end of the time. But to me, it is just creating a one-stop shop for our people, our guests, our community to go and check out different breweries. It's part of a fun experience. The stamps help a little bit, and it really does raise the bar for everybody under the sun. As you can see behind us, we're going to walk around in a minute and talk to a few breweries about what that looks like for them, how it's impacted their business over the course of the multiple years we've been doing this. I love it. I love the new format. I love the fact that people can do it online. I like the little the steps along the way to get a few pins and the numbers and such. It just means a lot. It really does. So
I think the other thing, like for people that are beer lovers and you're in the area, get out to these local breweries, and it's a way to support them. You have a little fun along the way, a little incentive, kind of like Untapped, but for the local breweries. And if you're thinking about going out and going to the package store, buying a six-pack, don't do that. Go to a local brewery, buy a growler, get some cans, get a pint, because a bigger percentage of your money goes to support local breweries that you love. Nothing against distributed beers from other communities, but this is for the Cleveland community.
Yeah. So I'm going to do something just to let you know. This is a Tuesday evening in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
And we're at Fatheads, and this place is packed. We've been planning to do this podcast for a minute.
Yeah.
And we're at a table they let us be at, but we're going to step away for a second because they have people waiting to come sit at this table. So if you don't mind, Dave, we're going to take not a break. We're going to switch off and we'll walk over here so we can finish the conversation about the passport, and then we'll walk around after that.
Okay.
Does that sound fun?
Did we get scolded?
We didn't get scolded. He just asked a very kind question. I'm going to oblige because we're guests and they're home.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
busy, and I talked to Matt. This is a blessing to see on a Tuesday night people supporting local, which is the whole part of the passport.
Exactly.
All right, let's
So
jump.
we'll hop up.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, no worries.
Left this table dead, by the way. You guys are more than welcome to use that. As
Yeah, we're all good. And we are still live, so I'm going to pass this off to you, and I'm going to grab Dave's lapel mic so we can chit-chat together for a second. So we can just stand right here and chit-chat for a second. So it means a lot to me. And I've said that to Robert and your crew a whole bunch about what that looks like. And that's a great question because to me it means that we stay alive, that we stay relevant in the Cleveland beer scene. And it's not just us, right? As far west as we went, you've been west now to other places, and we're going to Bascule in the Rain, a small little brewery. ESP is on the list again this year. And you mentioned Geauga County picking up some people out that way. What's that look like for Destination Cleveland as you expand outside of really the Cuyahoga County into Lorain, into Geauga?
Yeah, it's a good question. So in the initial iteration of the passport, we had set the criteria for being a part of it as 25 miles from Cleveland's public square.
Yes.
And a few years ago, we expanded it to 30 miles because there were all these great places that were just outside of our reach. And Lorain County's got a great brewery scene, but probably not the critical mass to make their own passport. Same thing in Geauga and Lake County. And so we invite those folks to be part of Destination Cleveland's program, even though it's farther than we usually go in a lot of our programs, because of that east-west exchange. Cleveland's famous for this divide, stamp your passport to cross the river, all those old jokes. And when I go to the statistics at the end of the year and I pull the metrics for the brewers, they're always fascinated to see who's coming from Avon to Painesville and from Concord Township out to Lorain. This is a program that really gets people to cross those boundaries and to break down those borders that are sort of traditional in Cleveland. And it really brings this whole brewery community together and beer drinking community together. It's cool.
And it really does. I mean, when you talk about the fact that a majority of the people are going, just back up to Avon. We have a middle of Avon, like kind of 83 of 3 exits. And we talk about Avon, people not wanting to cross over the middle of Avon. You have that in Cleveland, but now we're talking about going from, 50-mile stretch, or even now a 60-mile stretch from one side of Geauga to the other side of Lorain. And that impact on local communities is vital. Because people who are living out in Geauga might not make the trek out to Lorain to see maybe Bascule or even Avon for that matter. But they will, right?
They will if it's the last couple stamps on their passport.
Do
Absolutely.
it for the passport. they're like, you know what? I might not finish the whole passport, but there's steps along the way for those really cool points. I'm gonna head out to Lorain County, hit up the 9 breweries there along the way, and just make a weekend of it. I think it's a fun thing. And so I appreciate that tremendously. Can we talk about a little bit between what it was like between going from the book, the hard copy book, to maybe more of the online setting?
Yeah, for sure. So I know that a lot of users really enjoyed the passport book with the stamps. A lot of the breweries did as well. There was some overhead involved in that. There was, some logistical challenges of getting the physical stamps, getting the physical books. The one thing that really was a challenge there was that we weren't able to quantify a lot of what was happening. The only data point we got was when people would return their books to get the completion prize. The only piece of data we had were our number of completers.
Yep.
And so we didn't have a lot of those stepstones along the way. We didn't have the geographic information. We didn't have the demographic information. We didn't have the things to report back to the breweries and say, this is who is coming to visit you. This is who you can be marketing to. And this is the watershed that you're drawing from. And so moving to the digital passport has really allowed us to report a rich information stream back to them that I think helps their businesses. And it allows us to think about who's doing the passport.
Yeah.
We know that most of the passport users are local. We know that about 6% of them are from outside the state of Ohio, and we get really excited when we see those people, coming and experiencing our brewery
That's
scene.
a pretty big percentage, by the way.
It's a pretty decent percentage. So 2023, I believe we had 16 states and 3 foreign countries. We had passport check-ins from Puerto Rico, from France, and of course our friends in Canada. We always see a big passport uptick when the Blue Jays come to town, because the Toronto Blue Jays fans love to come downtown Cleveland and drink some beers.
For sure.
So it's interesting, it's fun, it's informative to have all of that data, and that's really what the online passport allows us to do.
And data drives programming.
It certainly does.
And I think that's important for our viewers who have been asking over the course of time, especially Avon Brewing, what happened to the physical passport? What's the deal about online? Is it really just about saving money? And I would say no, because there's costs involved in running a digital platform.
There certainly are, and what I would say as well is, we've always tried to make the passport sort of budget neutral. We take the dues from the breweries, we take some input from Destination Cleveland, and we make the best program that we can make.
Yep.
And so what we do now is largely spend those dollars on prizes instead of on printing. And so my hope is that we're bringing higher quality stuff, we're bringing things that people are interested in to our users.
This is great. And so when we're looking at that holistic approach to a passport, right? I kind of want to touch on today, you mentioned it earlier, but the final grand prize for those people who did finish the passport, we as a brewing community, as you saw in the background before, and we're going to talk to them in a minute, we were able, as part of our involvement in Destination Cleveland, was to give gift cards for this prize, right? So I think my beer just went bye-bye.
Yeah.
We weren't done yet, brother. Yeah, we are. I'm going to get mine back. Look at that.
You could bring me a new one,
Yeah,
sure.
just give me a new one. We'll be good with that. I'm going to chug this one. This is our awesome server for the night. He's been taking care of us all night long. Yeah, please. Thank you.
Comment.
I'll do the same. He
Tonight,
works here. I'll take his recommendation.
right? Tonight, as you mentioned, there's a little kind of a rolling opportunity to pick names.
Yes.
For the grand prize. How many grand prizes were there again?
So there's 5 grand prizes. We took our 180 folks who completed the passport in 23, and we put them in the hopper. There's 5 grand prizes. All of the participating breweries supplied 5 $10 gift cards. So our 5 winners will win $10 to every brewery on the passport. Essentially a head start into completing 2024.
Exactly.
They'll also get a big fat swag bag full of Destination Cleveland stuff, lots of Script Cleveland, Land for Life, Cleveland positive type of swag. So at least a $400 value for our grand prize winners completing the passport. All of our completers get their pin mailed to them. I showed that off earlier this year, or earlier in this interview, and so you can look forward to getting that mail from me if you complete the passport.
I gotta tell you, I'm Cleveland, BlabberMaltsters, I'm a little disappointed. How many, 43,000 people started the passport?
4,300.
4,300.
Yes.
Okay, it's still a pretty bad number that only 180 of you guys completed this thing.
Well,
So
there was some from France and
Yeah, I
some
mean,
other
we don't
countries,
expect
Puerto
everybody
Rico.
to finish it in the weekend, but the locals, you need to step your game up.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see the breakdown. This is always interesting to me. Like the year end on Untapped, I can see what's my highest rated brewery, what's my most checked in style. I want to see Cleveland area passport entrants, those who signed up, percentage, and then the finishers from the area. That would be interesting to statistic. And could we get the BlabberMaltster percentage finishers? We could do that. We should do that. We could figure that out.
So I'm going to make a call to everybody online, right? If you're watching this, and I hope you all get a chance to share this between all of our platforms, we want more than 180 people to finish this passport, not just for the opportunity to be out to all the breweries. The percentage is pretty low, but the grand prize is great. I know you guys are thinking about maybe what to do next year for a grand prize as well,
Certainly.
beyond the gift card promotion. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to stick with that. I know we've got the brewery supplying the gift cards. We've also got, great prizes and giveaways that are always in our warehouse that we can kick into that as well.
Heck yeah. So we're going to take a moment to walk around.
Yeah.
And we can, and I'll let you maybe even talk to people if you want to. I'll kind of give the introduction. And maybe we can ask people what the passport maybe meant to them, for those who have been on it for a while, or maybe a new person like Four Paws. What does that look like to them in the future? What are they expecting out of it? What do they see for it? Why show up? Why join Destination Cleveland? But I think it's important for us before we do that to let everybody know maybe some details of your socials, how to get a hold of them. Where do they find the passport online? What's that look like?
Yeah, sure thing. So website is thisiscleveland.com. It's the main website for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. You add a /passports to that, and that takes you to our experience passports. I believe you can also do Brew Pass on that to take you directly to the Brewery Passport. We're going to launch on Thursday, January 25th, which is 2 days out from recording. I don't know when we go live here, but tonight, there we go. So Thursday morning, get up bright and early, sign up for the passport. If you were a past participant, 23 or in the past, you do need to sign up for the new one. Register and get started, and we'll be off to the races. I know there's a few folks who try to speed run the thing. I hope to be standing out the first pins in March or April, which is when I think they've started to finish in 23. So hope you all are up for the challenge.
I don't know if we mentioned this when we started this, but this event here tonight is all the brewers, or invite out to all the breweries, so they're all here. So I think we're going to run through this gamut, the crazy knuckleheads that brew beer locally. A lot of them we know. It's going to be fun. Should we do that?
Let's do it.
Let's run through the.
All right, grab your brewski and let's have some conversation. If you want to, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I need to get back to it.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
So we'll start over here. Hey guys. Let me slip right through everybody real quick. How you doing? Hey guys.
Everybody.
Let me pass this mic out to you, boss. So
Oh, hey, my guy Matthias.
right over
What's
here
going
is
on?
that kind of table of all the pickups for the breweries, some signage, some swag.
Yeah.
This guy look familiar to you from a couple weeks ago at Bookhouse?
Yes. Hi. I was on camera before.
You were on camera before. Your pretty
Right
little
on.
face.
Yeah.
So we want to talk a little bit about the passport. We just talked to Alex from Destination Cleveland, talking about the passport in years past and the future. What does the passport mean to not only you as a brewery, employee, brewer, restaurant, tour, all of those things, Bookhouse Brewing? What does it look like for you guys on West 25th?
Well, I appreciate all of the acronyms you threw in there.
And a lot more. First of your name, all of the fun
Adjectives,
things.
rather, not acronyms. You didn't use my proper point, EDS is square kind of thing, but
Should have.
no, for us, like it means a lot. Honestly, not supposed to look at the camera, right? I'm supposed to look into your beautiful eyes.
I would have to leave a note.
Let's give it up for Matthias first off. Great guy. For us, it introduces like a new foot traffic metric that we're not familiar with. Mostly because we get like a big tourism factor from them.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of great. Like, it's kind of great to collab with another local Cleveland company that focuses on Cleveland itself, right? I think the biggest point of it being that they control a lot of analytics that normally we wouldn't have. That being metrics of in and out of the county, zip code information that all of us breweries can use and utilize for future events and marketing and material. Oh, Ralph, get in here.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey. That's Bart.
Ralph, talk to the camera.
Hey, what's going on? We're out
So
here.
I'll ask you a question too, but looking at the scenario of the 4,300 starters last year, I'm assuming that people who are downtown are going to get the majority of those people coming in. So 4,300 people buying at least one pint, that's a pretty substantial amount of revenue coming into your business just from the Passport.
Well, I wouldn't know if it's a substantial amount of revenue, but I think the point here to take is that you need to focus on the consumer, right? And you need to focus on what the consumer wants within your part of the threshold. So, like, what we've been seeing, like, foot traffic increase from this thing, what we need to see is a
like old school moment
He is.
right now.
He's
like, yeah.
blacking out and ready to roll.
I am just mesmerized. No, keep going, man.
So like our biggest thing on Saturdays and Sundays specifically, where we see the passports imparted, what we're doing is we're tagging those tabs, and we're seeing a 35% increase in sales of. Oh man, maybe you need to take me after this here, but we're seeing a 35% increase in flight sales, which are very important because that's 16 ounces of 20 ounces beer actually with us. It's 4 or 5 ounce pours. It's 20 ounces of beer for us. You're kind of trying to capitalize on a person coming into your establishment for the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
You're capitalizing on a tourist, right? Like, so we see a lot of spillover from Great Lakes. We see a lot of spillover from Market Garden when they're in town because they're like the hot stretch of 25th.
For sure.
And it's up to us as the brewery to keep that consumer, right? Maybe it's their first time in our establishment. Maybe what we need to do is tell them our story a little better. We do that by staff incentives, right? Our staff is on the forefront. Our staff's on the front lines. Most of the time I'm there. We wear a lot of small hats at Bookhouse, or a lot of big hats in the grand scheme of things. But I think it's very important that staff education plays a part in this. I think that if you can sell a customer on what it is they want, it's 50% of the job, right? Like, my question whenever I get a new guest in Bookhouse is always, what is your favorite beverage? It doesn't have to be beer. Because you get a lot of moms that don't like beer.
Sure.
You get a lot of partners of beer consumers that don't necessarily like beer. What is your favorite beverage, right?
Wine, cider,
sometimes it's Dr. Pepper.
THC seltzers, Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper.
it's crazy. So I hit him with a more phenolic beer, right? Maybe like a Belgian beer because they're used to that spice in a liquid, right? And that's where I think like education probably pays forward to everything. Like when a consumer comes into your business, is you want to have a personalized interaction.
For sure.
And the Passport helps because you get a lot of new consumers to your
Correct.
business, right?
Totally.
And maybe foot traffic isn't the best metric to run off of. We get a lot of tourists. And we're going to have a lot of tourists come the first week of April when it comes to the NCAA Women's Final Four.
Sure.
We're also going to get the solar eclipse. And if breweries aren't capitalizing on the solar eclipse, whether it be their location or specials or getting the events out there on the forefront, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all in this together. We all want to help out each other.
Yeah.
So
I think the Passport helps the process of getting new people in the door that may be from east, west, right downtown, quarter mile from all of the hub of GLBC,
Yeah.
Workhouse Brewing, baby.
Yeah, we're there, man.
Love it.
We're there, and
Appreciate
we're proud
you.
to be there.
Love you, dude.
Love you, man.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Next
Thank
time,
you.
15 second. Let me know.
Hey, you knew. Love you, dude. Thanks a lot.
I love you.
Good one. All right, let's chit chat for a second.
Oh my God.
We're just talking about another kind of downtown brewery here. You guys
Hey.
know who this gentleman is.
Hey.
So
Should
Ralph,
recognize me by now.
terrestrial, local, resident of the BlabberMalt Show, passport-wise, man.
Yeah, I got to get back on the show soon.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back in, do another collaboration. What do you guys think about Passport in history? What it's done for you over the past couple of years? What do you look for in the future? What does it mean to you?
I think it's a great thing for the industry in general. It brings hype to our whole industry, and kind of reminds people there's a lot of independent people making handcrafted beers. Kind of brings attention to that. So ultimately, it's a huge, awesome thing for us to be a part of. A lot of out-of-towners have nothing to do. They go in, they check out a bunch of breweries, pick up the passport. It's amazing. I think it's an awesome tool that we have here, and it only puts our brewery on the map, and I love to support it.
That's what we're all about, man.
Yeah.
I love you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
good
my
to
gosh.
see you, man.
For sure. We'll be back.
All right, we're gonna roll this way. Go to a far west brewery. We got Tom from Railroad, another Lorain County brewery with me.
Hey, how's it
What's
going?
up, brother?
Good. How you doing?
So Tom Weiner, Railroad. Kind of just want to talk a little bit about the Passport in general over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. Is that they jumped out west with us too in Avon?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does that mean for you? What does the Passport mean for you? What does it look like in the future? What's it done for you over the course of time?
I tell you, it's exciting to see so many people want to come out to Avon. They're going to go to multiple breweries, and that's what the Passport does. They don't just come to one destination. They're going to go to Avon. They're going to come to us. They're going to Sibling. They're going to Bascule. Just talking to a gentleman over here that had a wedding in Avon, hit 4 places on the Passport in one night. And it's brought so many people from outside the area that probably wouldn't normally come to a brewery our size. We're smaller, which is great, but they come, they enjoy their experience. Now they're telling their friends, they're coming again, they're repeat visitors. It's been huge, and that's why we will continue to support Destination Cleveland year after year.
Year after year. So
Absolutely.
as always, go back to some of our archives and see some of our first episodes at Railroad Brewing Company, some of our highest viewed ones. We appreciate you
Nice.
guys. Love your new space. We'll talk about your new brewer, what that looks like for you guys.
Yeah, so our new head brewer is Sarah Jackson. She trained under Corbin. We have a new production center being built right now. We're hoping to be actually brewing beer again in April. And then our new patio and outside bar will be open Memorial Day weekend is our anticipation. New 36-foot bar, 100 seats on the patio. It's really, really exciting. We can't wait. So this spring and summer it's going to be huge. And we're also putting a full stage in. We're having full live bands on Saturday nights. It's going to be a place to be this summer. So, awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Look who I found.
Moist.
What's up? Drink. Where's your beer? All right. So we're talking about the Passport, going around to different breweries. We've seen some people who've been in the brewery from the beginning. Downtown, we have West Side. We have a little bit more on the Southwest side. And first time on the Passport, right?
Second
year.
Yeah, we joined a couple months after we opened. We actually got here.
So right at the very end, right?
Yeah.
So what does the Passport do for you? Last year, what does it mean to you as a brewery, as a brewer? What's it look like for you?
I love Passports because it gets the guys that support us involved, make them part of our community and world. Because you know why? Good people.
Good people.
Humans.
Good humans.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen our podcast together, we need to be drinking on those very same things. Moist and good humans.
Good humans.
And we're going to do a beer together
Yes.
pretty soon about that same thing. So
Yes. Definitely.
talk to me about what's going on at Fort Paul's. Anything you want to say to our viewers?
Thursday we have a release beer, a white stout with Boss Chicken and Beer.
I saw that.
Same day as the Brewery Passport release,
Wonderful.
I believe. So otherwise we got our Eclipse party and we're just having fun.
Absolutely. Well, awesome to see you.
Yeah, always you guys.
Always a good night, and so hope you get together soon. Do our collaboration.
Definitely.
Maybe have you
I
back on
want
the
to.
podcast?
We can do something a little nutty.
Little nutty.
A little nutty.
Little nutty and a
my
little
hair
moist.
looks better today.
You don't have the headphones on. It's
Yeah,
sticking
the
it straight up
damn
in the air.
headphones. I'm not even gonna.
I
You're dead to me.
appreciate you, Ann. We're dead to each other. It's fine. All right, we'll do one more thing over here. So, if you want to put it, I don't know if you put it down somewhere over here, maybe we'll chit chat for a second. We got moved out of our spot, so we're a little bit pell-mell, but we have that little fun AI camera that gets us moving. I think we're going to be okay.
I think we're in.
So, guys, great
Hey.
show tonight, man.
I think it was great. Hey, you want to take a run down the alley here and look at Fatheads Brewery?
We can
take a
do that.
peek?
I talked to Matt Coles tonight a little bit. We're going to come back and do a show here for sure, but we can take a peek,
Okay.
whatever you want. Might be short on time tonight already. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we're about a half hour in.
We'll
All
do a
right.
teaser for our show with Matt Coles here at Fatheads. We'll do one show here and back at home.
Yeah, let me just show the bar. It's just amazing.
You can show the bar.
You know, I mean, if you're a beer lover and you live in the area and you haven't been here, I mean, what are you doing? Are you even a beer fan?
I don't know.
Get down to Fatheads, Middleburg Heights production facility. It's fantastic. They got beer. They got stainless steel.
How about we just give them a little bit of come out and see it or wait for our podcast?
Yeah, sounds good.
How about that?
Sounds good.
Guys, we're here live again from the Fatheads Brewery and Saloon here. Not the saloon, the brewery
Middleburg
production
Heights.
facility in
Yep.
Middleburg Heights. We're having our Brewery Passport pre-launch party for Thursday's launch of the Cleveland Passport. Get yourself online. This is Cleveland. This is Cleveland.
Yes.
Sign up for the
Sign up.
Passport. Go
'Cause
visit
we're
the
looking-
43 breweries.
183 finishers last year. We want 250 this year.
250.
250.
Put down in the
finishers.
comments tonight if you plan on doing the Passport. We'll be good to go.
Yeah.
All right?
Sounds good.
Guys, I appreciate
All right,
all
man.
you so much, Dave. Thanks for the good time tonight.
Yes.
Boom. Until next time, guys, stay
Stay
malty,
malty,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.